Hello, everyone. Here is Derek, and here is Keith from Goreaphobe, and we're gonna watch a double feature. Well, me and Derek are. Keith's only gonna be here for the first one, but we're gonna be watching Final Destination,
Cool.
and you can watch it on the.
Yeah, what is it on?
It's
And
on
if
Mac.
you don't have a physical copy of it, you can find it on Max. And in my description, if you want to find a link to the movies, you can go straight to it from there. I'm doing okay, Anthony. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Let me see.
I'm going to
Oh,
give it a few minutes. I see there's three people, but nobody's talking except Anthony. Um, to let a
hey, Anthony,
few
what's going on, bro?
people get in.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on here so I can communicate here with everybody. I got my other device here happening. What is happening? How y'all doing? Hello to
And
all my
now we
family.
have the special guest of honor. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Jack? I
His name is in the title, so I call him the special guest of honor because everybody gets happy when they see this title.
let me see here. I'm trying to get all my lights together here. All
I
right.
was dreading watching this movie because I needed to watch it to remember everything. Cause I was a little foggy. It's been like 2 years since I watched these movies, and I was like, why am I putting this off? This is great movies.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
forget about it after I haven't watched it for a while.
Yeah, it's I first seen it back in 2000. I probably haven't seen it since 2005, 2006. So I'm very interested. It's been a minute. I always compared the kills on the Omen, the original Omen, to these kills. I always felt like Final Destination was influenced by the kills from the Omen. You know what I mean? The Omen, like when the
Mhm.
glass slides off and cuts his head off and shit. They're circumstance kills.
Not just that. One of the scenes before the guy that was the priest got impaled, they
Yeah.
had lightning striking all over the place.
Mhm. Yep.
And this movie's representative of that too.
True.
Yeah.
Yep. There's
This
like
is
a
a
circumstance
very,
kills.
especially the first one. This is very atmospheric, very surreal, like the first Omen.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. At that time the cast was it was a new young cast. You had Kurt Smith, you had Sawa, you had oh my God, Ari Lauder. You had a lot of young stars coming up at that time.
Yeah, the only one that was relatively known was Stifler. I cannot remember his name, but that
Yo,
was
yeah,
what his name was in American Pie. Hello,
Scott Michael Thomas or whatever. Scott William Thomas, I think.
yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Stifler made those shows, man. Stifler was hilarious. He's
Yeah,
such a
he
star.
did.
Yeah.
When he left the show, when he wasn't he was okay. Don't make correct me and say that he was in he because that he was in it. I know he was in the movie, but he wasn't the main focus. When
Right.
they did American Wedding, I was like,
Mhm.
um, he ain't here.
Yeah.
There's like
Which one?
two scenes in the whole damn movie.
Mhm. Which one was it that had his little brother that has the guy from the Hills Run Red in it? Which one was that? That was the fourth one, wasn't
That is
it?
called American Pie Summer Band Camp.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Yeah. That's like the fourth one. Yeah.
The guy didn't do a bad job, but he still wasn't the same, you know.
Austin is saying Bandcamp. Austin, are you ready for me to go? Because I've got it 5 minutes and everything. And
Hold on, let me.
as soon as we'll do a countdown.
Yeah, this one time at Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie. I mean, I've only watched the first 3, and I only like the first 2 of them.
Yeah.
Bandcamp's alright. It's better than 3.
The first 2 are the ones though. The first 2 are the really good ones. I remember I first seen the very first one. I seen it the same night that I seen the first Jeepers Creepers. Me and your mom, actually, Drake. Me and your mom rented both of them, and I do believe that it's on VHS still. We hadn't got a DVD player yet, and we rented both those and watched them back to back. The first American Pie and the first Jeepers Creepers. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I bet that was
It was cool, dude. Good night, man. I remember that night very well.
I'm very I'm glad that y'all went and watched a horror and a comedy. I mean, I'm all for it. If you are going to watch some horror movie soon after, just to clean your mind out and not have all that stuff in, you should watch something that's not. I mean, I don't care if it's not bothering you now. Before it's over with, it might be months down the road, you're going to start thinking about that stuff and it'll depress you if that's all you're doing.
Yeah. We got a third one also, but I do not remember what it was.
The third one is about the amusement park.
The third movie that we rented that night. We rented a third film, but I don't remember what it was. Of course, you was only like 3 years old. I think you was still 2, as a matter of fact, at the time.
Speaking of these movies, there's 5 of them, and everybody all say that the first, second, third, and 5th one are good, but the 4th one is crap.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched Amusement Park or the 4th, which is called Final Destination, but I just call it the 4th one.
Yeah, the third one's really good though. It's what created my fear of roller coasters to begin with.
Oh, I know. It's got bloodlines.
Cool. All right. I am ready whenever you guys are.
Okay. Are you ready, Derek?
Drake.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Play.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It worked great time.
The old New Line Cinema sign. Hell yeah.
Nice. I like what Nightmare on Elm Street does with the New Line Cinema sign. It ends up all red.
Kerr Smith was currently real big on Dawson's Creek at this time. Is Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
I used to watch Dawson's Creek all the time. I love Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I will say it now. I was a big Dawson's Creek fan. Believe it or not,
makes me cry.
You team Tasty getting
You wouldn't see it.
Joey, or were you a team Dawson getting her?
Right. I was
yeah.
I don't know. That was kind of tough because I always liked Pacey, but Dawson was there first, and Dawson always had the thing for her, and she always had the thing for him. What I thought was funny about Joey is how she was so easily able to just bounce her feelings around. You know what I mean? Joey got on my nerves. Man.
Yeah, by the time the fourth season came along, I was over the whole thing. Now, when
But
Dawson got with
her
Jen, that
her
was
her,
very
her and Pacey made the better couple. Though.
yeah, they did. And Dawson and Jen made a great couple too.
Jen was just cool.
Oh, I love it.
She's the one they killed off too, man. It's like what?
The guy you're talking about that played Jack on there, he was also in the film. Probably around this time, and it was called The Forsaken. Hello, Casey.
He played.
Uh-huh.
He was in the My Boy Valentine remake too.
Yeah, that's true.
He played Axel, I think. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
either played
I always had a
Axel
wide
or
range
the
of
police
likes.
officer.
Wide range of likes. For some reason, I watched the first episode of Dawson's Creek, and it hooked me. It
Yeah.
started losing its shine about the fourth, fifth season. It started losing it a little bit, but the first 2 or 3 seasons was really.
Sleep well. Thanks for stopping by, Casey.
Hey, what's going on, Casey? It's been a minute. How you been? Yeah, I don't know when's the last time I talked to Casey. Holy shit!
Yeah, I talk to him all the
It's quite a
time.
year.
If I don't
Quite a year.
message him on Instagram and he don't see me on here in the comments and stuff, he'll message me like, "You've not been around."
Oops. Yeah, I guess what he goes from being Jack, this really nice guy on Dawson's Creek, and he's such an asshole on this show.
Yeah.
Cursing.
Well, he was the same. He acted the same way in The Forsaken.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the main dude here, Sawa? Did he ever continue doing shit or anything? I mean, I don't remember seeing him do much after this.
I've seen him in a couple of different things.
He was in I Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a pretty funny show too. That's an early Jennifer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lot of rom-coms and everything.
That must have been why I missed.
Awesome.
I'm kind of picky when it comes to that.
Oh,
Very picky.
he was also in something else, movie with Kristen Dunst. I cannot remember. Oh, Bring It On.
Okay. Kirsten Dunst was awesome. I had a big thing for her back around 2000 or so.
Especially in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
But Eternal Sunshine. But that's when she started doing a little bit different type of film. But early on, she did things like the Wimbledon, a lot of the rom-coms, which I'm just not a rom-com guy. Not in this era, especially. It's funny how he looks just like I love how they cast because they got the dude playing his dad. He looks just like he would be him if he was younger. See, look at him. He just stuck the money in there. He looks just like him. Good. That's good casting, you know.
Yeah.
pick a guy that looks like Heat, he would be Son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The girl that played Claire was on Dexter.
Hmm.
I believe she played his sister anyway. It looks like her.
I do believe so. Yeah.
Plays the president in 3. Really, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I ever. I mean, really, I did not know that, man. I'm not sure that I've seen part 3 of this. To be honest with you, I know I've seen the
Oh,
first
yeah, it's
2,
good.
and I've seen like the fourth or fifth one just called just Final Destination or The Final Destination. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, the Final Destination.
But I don't think that I've seen. I'm not sure that I've seen the third one. Which one is it with the tanning bed? Is that the third one?
Manning bed.
Yeah, remember with
I
the tanning
remember a
bed.
tanning bed in Urban Legend.
Isn't there one with the tanning
I,
bed? Isn't there a tanning bed killing the
I
sunset?
don't know. I've only seen the first 2, and they
Oh, okay.
certainly do not have tanning bed in them.
yeah, I
Oh,
think you're
here,
thinking of Urban Legend Part 3.
here. Let me
I'm
let me ask the check.
Hello, everybody.
because I know for sure Urban Legend Bloody Mary has a tanning bed death scene in it.
I,
You know,
I'm
most
pretty
of
sure.
this cast
Yeah,
on
these
here,
awesome.
this was the only horror movie they did, except for the girl that's with the guy that played Jack on Dawson's Creek, and him.
Right.
They're the only 2, the blonde headed. They're the only 2 that did anything in horror. Um, besides this. Now, the guy that played Stifler, he was in a few movies that I think are kind of horror, but not really because they're
Yeah.
the majority of it is a comedy and it just has certain horrific scenes in it. But
Yeah. See, so that is the third one. Okay. I don't. That's the only thing that I remember. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
Apparently, yeah, the last time I watched this was with my ex.
Mm. That's great. You can see the 2 of them sitting there taking a shit. That's fantastic.
That's pinnacle of a
oh yeah, she
cinematography.
was. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have. I know a lot of people don't like Resident Evil movies because it's nothing like the game, but
That's
I didn't play
right.
the game, so I don't really care. And I love them movies.
That is right. Yes. Yes, she
The
is. You couldn't tell it here, but yeah, that's definitely her.
wasn't the dark headed teacher or whatever here? Wasn't she in the first Black Christmas remake also? She played the older
She
Yeah.
sister.
was.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she was. But I had a complete I
I'm talking
didn't
about the
even
good Black
see.
Christmas remake, not the bad one.
Yeah.
Not that newest one. That newest one, yeah.
This was trash.
Okay, so the girls in these movies have been in horror. But the only guy that's been in horror movies besides this one is kind of adjacent Scott, and what's his name that played on Dawson's Creek was he's been in horror movies from the get go, and he still does it.
Hmm. Yeah, the brunette girl, back, well, the one that was the Resident Evil. No, never mind. I'm wrong. Never mind. Never mind. I know I'm wrong. Never mind. Scratch that. I'll rewind.
You know, the one that plays the teacher reminds me of the final girl from the original Black Friday. She looks like her. But that's why they cast her in Black Christmas, uh,
Yeah.
the remake.
Please look at them using their cuteness.
I wouldn't tell you.
Assholes using that cuteness. I go, thank you, and he's like, oh, no problem. Dipshit. You let him get away with it, man, just because they was cute. What a dipshit. But it works, man. It works. It always does. Always has. Always will. Always will.
Definitely.
Here he comes, Stifler. He is always Stifler, isn't he? He just got that goofy
Always.
fucking grin.
Yeah,
He will always be
everything he does, he has
It's that grin.
that grin.
It's that grin. It's so Stiflery. Is that a word, Stiflery? What a name, Stifler.
It's not really his name, it's just what everybody calls
Yeah.
that was his nickname.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, I can't remember, but yeah. Stifler. Hey,
It's
honey,
kind of like when
Stifler.
they see his mother, they call her Stifler's mom.
Stifler,
They don't
the
say
milk.
their name.
Yeah.
She will forever be known as Stifler's mom.
Well, that's where that term MILF came from. I do believe was that movie. I do believe that's where it was invented, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if it was a thing before, I never heard of it. I mean, it's always been a
I
thing,
see
but
it
not like
now.
that. You just
Yeah,
won't
I
call
see
back.
it now. Yeah. That's definitely a her.
Yeah, no, you talk about something unnerving. When you get a feeling like that when you're in a plane, that's the last thing you want to feel is that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I've never flown, but I mean, I would, but I really don't want to.
I totally understand that.
Because see, it doesn't
No,
happen a lot, but when it does happen, chances are you're not going to make it. You know, they hold a lot
there
of
have been
fuel.
survivors on rare occurrences.
They hold a lot of fuel, so when they crash, there's a big boom.
Yeah, I've never been on an airplane. I used to wanted to get up in the air, but the older I get, the more I'm like, this is too confined a place for me to be because I'll be right. You share the armrest with other people.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're in first class, you get a little more room, of course. But first class costs a lot more, I guess. So
Oh yeah.
I definitely would not be first class. I can't afford that. I can't afford to
Now,
fly second class, alone first.
now I think your best chance of surviving a plane crash is if you happen to be in a window seat that rips open and gets sucked out of the plane.
And that's terrible when that's your best chance.
But
Yeah, that
yeah,
is their best.
the one thing about these movies, Austin, is every single movie they pile up on stuff. Not to mention they change the story.
Hmm.
Every single one. I don't know what the fourth one is, but the first one's airplane. The second one's a car pile up. The third one is carnivals, and the fifth one I do believe is oh, I don't know, them two.
And she said, "Screw this, I'm going with him."
Right. Just got them pulled right off the plane. It's the best thing that could happen to them, though. But they kind of mess with their own fate. See, that's basically what these are about, man. They're about fate. They're about you tempting and changing your fate, and your fate coming back to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Your fate doesn't forget about you. It just postpones it a minute.
Yeah,
Postponement of death.
sounds like a good song title.
Postponement of death. Yeah, we want to die.
Yeah, it'd be some Slayer.
Yeah.
It'd be a good Slayer song.
There he is. His face almost got caught in the door. He was still talking shit as they was closing it.
Yeah,
I got to get on this plane. I got to do it.
yeah,
He's staring at his girlfriend, looking like a total dick.
yeah.
He is. He does play such a good dick. He really does. You gotta give him credit. Personally, though.
I could never see him anything other than Jack.
I don't know. He
Um,
plays a good asshole.
Yeah,
yeah, he very much does.
He's looking like I.
But when I seen him on The Forsaken, he part of the time he was an asshole, and part of the time he was a really nice. There was this girl that got bit by these vampires, and they left her for dead, but she was too strong to die.
No. Boom. You think
You
that
find out other
explosion?
stuff later, but
Oh,
You think that explosion that far away would blow those windows out?
yeah.
Probably would,
yeah, I
wouldn't it?
do.
Oh, yeah.
Depends on how what the thing that blew up was. And an airplane, if it blew up, it would engulf for
Yeah.
a few miles.
Yeah. Cause
Oh, yeah. I think that the shockwaves from an airplane with jet fuel, with as much as they would have to carry to take them to France,
well,
would
that's one of those
definitely
jumbos
do.
too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They would
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to them for. They'd be all over them. I think this is only a year before 9/11, so.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that they did this a year before 9/11, because a lot of people talked about this. If they had done it and released it around 9/11, it wouldn't have got made.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I believe that.
And it probably wouldn't have the impact it does if they did it later, after.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got his wider release at least.
Yeah.
There have been all kinds of talk about. Yeah, it probably would have affected. Yeah, probably would have. They'd be talking to them. They'd be wondering because right before that he was talking about how the plane was going to crash, and then as soon as they pulled him off, it blew up. So you know They're definitely gonna want to
Yeah,
talk.
he'd be. Oh yeah, he's suspect number one.
Yeah, he's.
And there's the
No. How did you know this? Why did you say that?
yeah. Here's the FBI right here.
CIA. I don't know. Look at this guy. It's what's his name?
They
What's his name?
said that he said that he was FBI.
That's a dude that Rob Zombie used a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, look how young he is.
Yeah.
A long time before he did Rob Zombie movies.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. You
The
really don't
guy
notice.
that's his partner looks familiar to me, but I can't place who he is.
Because of Trump. What does that mean? Like, don't that mean? Yeah, Trump. Oh my God.
No. And now don't do this to me.
Yeah, well, Destination 5. Okay. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen them all the way that far, Austin. Not yet. Oh, well, this right.
Oh, interesting.
It's funny how you don't notice the age on people until you go back and you see that shit pictures or a movie 20 years ago. Then you can really see the age. But if you watch them as it goes along, you don't notice nearly as much.
Mhm.
Like this dark-headed chick, she aged a shitload between this and 2006's Black Christmas. Like she looks like she's got a lot more. I mean, maybe they made her up that way, but she just looks a lot older in Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Of course, she may be at that age. You know what I mean? There's a certain age where everybody will age a lot more. There's a certain years that people will age more than others.
I think she was like in her 30s when this movie was out. That's what she looks like. And
So,
that's about the age most teachers are.
right, and it's also the age with a woman usually maybe the mid to later 30s. Sometimes they'll show a little more age during those years.
Yeah. And so she's either in her late 30s or early 40s when she did Black Christmas.
Yeah, so I figured.
I'm not about her being in her 30s.
Yeah, late 30s or early 40s is when age starts to show a little more. It's got to do with kids. It's got to do with the age of the kids. It's got just all that shit. It's got to do with the change in hormones.
Yeah. I mean, you start transitioning, especially if you're a woman, when you get late 30s, and then 40, you
Yep,
get a lot more.
exactly. Yeah. It's about time you see a lot of hysterectomies and stuff. Oh. They always have these big houses. These people, especially during these films around this time, they always have these two-story houses. You know what I mean? The parents always seem to be not necessarily rich, but doing good, doing okay. And these are just not the places that I knew. People that I knew, they lived in apartments and shit.
Yeah.
They just weren't. They just weren't doing this well, Or maybe it's just the people that I
Yeah,
knew.
well, I think the reason why people, filmmakers do all this stuff is because they want you to see that these kids come from all American families. And whether an all American family in the real world is someone that lives in one story house or trailers is beside the point. They want you to feel worse by making them come from families that are nice and everything.
Right. Well, and they're just different classes of, what I mean. You got the richer, and then you got the middle somewhere, and then you got the poor, and then you got the really poor. It's just, yeah. There is a world where there, people actually own their houses and shit. I just don't live in it. Not that all my shit's bad, of course. I mean, tell I do all right, but I'm definitely not anybody who can go around just tossing money around either.
Well, where I live at, it's paid for, but it is a trailer. Um,
Right. There's plenty of really nice trailers and mobile homes. Really nice.
yeah, not this one.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people don't understand. Though everybody thinks that every trailer is crap. You know what I mean? It's just closed-minded shit.
It's just because it's from the 70s. It's the late 70s, but you know that the trailers that are from then,
Right.
they don't look as good as the ones that
Well, trailers weren't made to get 40 and 50 years old. You know what I mean? That's not why they made them. They made them, for like 20 years or so. Um,
Um,
the newer ones look like places that if you get they may last a lot longer.
yeah,
But they cost almost as much as a house.
they sure do. They sure do. They're wider and all that. Yeah, yeah. I
can I get
I
a
I grew up in I grew up in a trailer part of my childhood. So and it was an
It's
older,
not
really
trailer
cool
park.
trailer. And, so,
My grandma lived right beside where I live. And on the other side of her house was a little house smaller than her her and her husband's, and it was her daughter and son-in-law's house. They sold part of their land too. And on this side, she, my grandma's daddy, sold my grandma land for here. So besides, now my aunt don't live there no more. She passed away, and her grandson got the house, and then they had this big lot further down from, and it used to be where my aunt's husband's garden was at. His daughter, middle child daughter, no, youngest, she moved in a trailer, the newer ones
right.
there. But and then on the other side of where I keep talking about the apartment buildings is this person that has a trailer, and the brick house next to it was his mother's. He's got children, a daughter and a wife, but his mother gave him land. But that's the only trailers in the entire here that is on this block. The rest of them are houses. Some are nicer, some are
Right.
not as good.
can I get a timestamp real quick, internet?
Okay.
About half hour.
Because I just got all kinds of good stuff.
30:35.
30, 30.
Hello, Sarah. I did not see you.
Hi, how you doing?
You're up pretty late. You must be a night owl. For content's sake, Sarah is from the UK. Oh, she found out that they had wanted to do the surgery on for Sunday, and they didn't because they had complications with her heart. But they finally got it down, and she's having surgery tomorrow. Just don't know when.
I like that green. I like that shade of green. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You're
thank
going.
you so much. That is so sweet of you.
I'm just gonna have to watch you. Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, what I was saying is she lives over in Europe, which means it's like almost 11 here, but it's 5 hours later there, which means it's like
Early morning, yeah.
4 a.m.
Uh-oh. Here's fate coming to
Yeah,
collect
it's
him.
very good news. I mean, Grandma never sleeps, and they've got her so medicated that she can't not.
Yeah. Death has come to collect him. You seen it blow right in the window too.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's like I'm here, mother. It's time for you to come with me.
Death has come to your little town, Shadow.
It
Yeah, she just said it. It's nearly 4 a.m. there. So, yeah. um,
early, yeah.
I know that there's people over there, like my friend Lisa, she'll talk about being insomniac. Her doctor got her on medicines that helps her sleep and everything, but she had a lot of pain going on, and now they've got it situated. She don't have to worry about that. But most of the people that I know that are European, they go to bed early.
Oh, I never noticed that it was almost like that shadow. It was almost like you see it from up behind him in the mirror.
Yeah, yeah.
I never noticed that before. Not well, not that I remember. Like I said, it's been 20 years, probably. But I didn't see it
Every time
then.
I see that, it just makes me cringe. I mean, I know what it's like. It may not be my face that happened to, but it doesn't matter what part of your body it is. If you cut yourself shaving, you can imagine what it's going to feel like somewhere else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a rite of passage that girls shave and they cut themselves at least once.
Those cuts burn too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
They just gotta burn
Oh,
too. Yep. Pantyhose and shit hanging.
Sarah's asking how everybody's doing.
How you doing?
Oh, we're good.
Yeah. I'm all right. I'm kind of hot, but every time I turn on my fan or air conditioner, I'm finding it hard to
Oh man, my man's just got hung in the shower.
It's about to cut his throat. Not careful. Yeah. Oh, the eyes. I love the effect of the eyes turning red, the capillaries popping and shit. Yeah. That's oh man. Nice little addition that wouldn't be the same if his eyes didn't turn red. And then the water goes away. Sinister motherfucker.
it's good. I mean,
Yeah, he just went right away.
we're finally getting to the part where the killing has started.
Yeah.
Death is claiming his first victim.
See, and it goes back away, so it makes it look like he killed himself. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. It makes you think, all this on all these unexplained deaths and everything. When the water, the water goes away like that. You know what I mean? It makes it look like, of course, that he must have killed himself, but yet he didn't. So it's like, makes you think about it. Makes you wonder how many deaths weren't like they looked. You know what I mean? Didn't happen because they looked like that.
Exactly.
Poor dad. Just completely just distraught, man. I know how that feels. Well, not to have one of your kids kill themselves, but have one of your kids pass. It really sucks.
Yeah, my grandma knows how that feels.
I lost my first daughter. Of course, you guys know, but it's just not the natural order of things. It's really not.
My grandma lost all three of hers. They were boys. But she had to bury every single one of them. I know that it's always bad to lose your children and everything, but with my dad, she knew it was coming long time before it did because he lived a wild lifestyle, let's say.
Yeah.
Cause him having a temper and fighting people and running his mouth didn't get him killed. And neither did his habits that he indulged. Well, I guess one of them did. I mean, he died from COPD.
Right. Yeah. So did my mom. Yeah.
He was smoking 5 packs of cigarettes a day, a month before he died. And the worst part of it was, he was on fucking oxygen.
Yeah. I don't even know how you smoke 5 packs a day. Jesus, that's a lot, man. That's like lighting one right with the other, you know?
Yeah, he did that sometimes. He didn't do it when me and Grandma were around. I got on his ass.
Right.
When I was 16, he pissed me off, and I put a knife to him, and then I ran. But ever since then, he listened to me, and he took me seriously, and he didn't talk down to me. He said, "You are fearless." I'm like, "Yeah, I am your child." He said, "You have a mother and grandma straight too." I'm like, "That ain't what I mean by I am your daughter. I mean I am like you in pretty much every way." Some things were not the same. I mean, I'm a good girl and he was bad for the
Yeah.
most part. I'm boring in that way, but I suppose people tell me all the time I'm not boring, but
No.
um, yeah, we've
Haven't
all
done a lot of
watched
things.
it. I mean, it's been a while for Gore.
Yeah, since it's I like probably shoot 2005 or so. Um, my fiance's a big fan of these. She loves them. Oh,
And I'm not sure how long it's been for Derek, but he said he's seen this movie.
It's been about 3 years.
most people watch these more often than me. I just get caught up in certain certain subgenres, I guess you could say. If I start watching, like, say, A24, I'll watch A24 for a year. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
Now, this may sound like it is telling the plot and ruining things, but I promise you it's not. It's barely on some of the posters. What happens when you cheat death, and what death wants to do to you to reclaim you? Um, that's the whole premise of this movie, and it has to do with this guy that had the premonition to get off the plane. Um, he goes around trying to save everyone.
Tony Todd,
Basically,
rest
what
in
this
peace.
movie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna get you one way or the other. If you escape one way, it'll get you another. Tony Todd. Wow.
Okay. I've been holding my breath because I didn't want to talk about this till we got to him. They
Yeah,
call him the mortician, and it
yeah.
clearly he somewhat is, but raise of hands who thinks that he's actually deaf.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's interesting thought about it.
He's in the
But
newest one, isn't he? I do
he's in
believe he's.
all of them.
That was
Yeah.
this newest one was his last film, I do believe, and he looks real
It was.
bad in it too. From the scenes that I've seen, he looks really bad in it. He
Just
looks sick
the
in it.
way he's weird and everything, and the things he says. I mean, okay, he tells, what's his name? "I'll be seeing you soon."
Yeah, yeah. I've heard that. I've heard that about him before. Indeed, I've heard people talk about him actually being deaf. I have heard that, but I'm just now you know rewatching the series and everything.
Oh.
This for the first time. For the first time, I think I'm going to watch both of them, which I don't think I've ever done. So let me watch all of them, and then I'll get back to you about that.
Well, you still have to go through. Well, I know you're not going to stay for the second part of it and everything, but I'm going to be doing the rest of the movies. And you could always just watch them with me and see it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the second one with my fiance. She's been wanting me to watch these anyway, so I'll watch the second one with her. That way, I will stay with you guys. You know what I mean? I will stay in
The
my.
next one is going to be Friday. Hopefully, I'm not going to be feeling down like I was Friday. I mean, my throat was itchy and scratchy, and I was feeling all yucky, and I was sneezing all over the place. I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. I reschedule all the time. So of course, you guys know this.
Oh,
It's, it's just unique. I mean, you never can tell what's going to happen. I mean, when you schedule stuff, you don't know how you're going to feel or what's going to be going on. You know, life has a way of kind of jumping in there.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I mean, you never can tell. When you schedule things ahead, there's always things that can happen.
hmm
It's a good thing that this Sunday wasn't the day I had to come onto your channel, because I've been like, can we change the day, please? Because
Mhm.
I was very upset.
Right. Um,
Uh, James was telling me, you aren't going to see Grandma.
uh, it's gonna be a very interesting Sunday between the two of you in that trivia. I have no idea who's gonna win. I have no idea. Like the three of you that's left, my fiance Gretchen, she said, "Who do you think is gonna win that?" I said, "I don't know."
I
oh,
know
no,
who she is rooting to win. One right beside me, right?
You know, between you two and Knight, I have no idea. I'm just gonna sit back,
No, but
ask the
I'm
questions, and watch.
saying, who is Gretchen hoping wins?
She hasn't said. She just curious. She just interested. Um, as so am I. As so am I. I'm not partial. I'm just gonna sit back, do y'all the same, and see what happens. But I have no idea. I couldn't pick a winner.
Well, you called it. You said that it would be me, Derek, and Knight, the
Yeah,
three, and you said I don't know who is going to be coming against me.
yeah. I have no idea. Which makes it fun, you know. Which makes it really
hmm
fun because you're all three very knowledgeable. You know, you know stuff. Of course, we all know Knight knows stuff, and Drake learned from me. So it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. Hell yeah! Which is the whole point of it. That's why I wanted to start it because I knew it. I knew it. But I'm gonna do another one this summer, and then I'm gonna do another one probably somewhere in early fall where it's gonna be all genres. It's not just gonna be horror. It's just gonna be film trivia in general. Ooh, Jesus, got smeared. Terrible. Great Nova though. Pretty Nova. Very pretty car. That's a nice ass Nova.
Oh, yeah, I love the paint scheme.
She talking shit right in the middle of talking shit, and I love that. That's the best kind of a jump kill right there. Is she's right in the middle of going, you better
Oh, yeah, she turned
like
around for a
bam.
second and said, flat.
That might be the best way to do it because you don't want to see it coming. You want to be right in the middle of something else when something flattens you like that. You don't want to see that coming. That was a big buzz. Big buzz. Bam. I mean, even splattered the blood on that one chick's face. She was like, "Oh my god."
She said, oh,
This movie kind of these movies are kind of messed up in a way. You know what I mean? They're kind of cold
Yeah.
very.
as death is. You know what I mean? Death's not exactly warm and inviting, or death doesn't discriminate. It just it's when your time is your time.
hmm
It doesn't care who you are, what you have, what you don't have.
I think one of the reasons why I forget how good these movies are is because of the fact that it is that way. It isn't warm and inviting.
Yeah.
Of course, the movies that I like, people would argue some of them aren't warm and inviting either.
Right.
I think that's subjective.
Yeah.
What's warm and inviting to one person is completely grotesque and revolting to another.
Sarah says she can hardly
Exactly.
hear me. Can you guys hear me good? Sarah says she can hardly hear me.
I can.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I know my camera's always kind of got a blur, which I don't understand why that is. Because I have a good internet connection. Maybe I just need a new phone.
Yeah.
I've always used the same one. This is the same one I've used for 4 years on here. Same one. So I would imagine it is.
Yeah.
Technically, this is not a death, because she is brought back. But I'm going to call it one because she dies for a few minutes. And that is AJ Cook in the sequel, when she goes into the river. She drives herself into the river.
Mhm.
I just find that so badass. She's willing to die so others can live.
Okay.
And she believes that she won't die because she sees it in a premonition. Oh, good. For this movie, though, I'd have to say that my favorite kill in here would be the teacher. And it's about to come up.
They definitely come up with some creative ways. Like I remember at the beginning of the second one, isn't that the big traffic crash?
Yes, it was.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Hell of a way to kick off the movie. You know what I mean? It lets you know, hey,
Can
this is
you
what
guys?
you're in.
This is a very important question. Can you guys hear what's going on in the background right now?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Because I don't want the net to have any problem.
Why? What?
Because they're watching Phenomena.
Do what?
They're watching Phenomena, and Iron Maiden's ripping it out right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got some Iron Maiden in the background? No, I can't hear you, Iron Maiden.
Oh, good. The noise cancellation is working good.
Nope, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that, so I muted myself for a second, and then when I brought myself
Watching
back, it was still
Phenomena?
playing. Yeah,
Watching
mom's
what?
watching Phenomena.
Argentos or Phenomena? Cool. Yeah, that's always been my favorite one.
Yeah.
From Phenomena or from.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Yeah, they got Bro interrogating him now.
Well, this is like what the second time already. Well, he was the one that said that it was going to blow up. You know what I mean? So of course they're curious. Why did you say that and then it blew up? You know, of course they're going to.
Yeah, and then he's over there messing with his teacher's tire.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you up to now?
Well, when he pulled up, he just kind of looked at him like,
They think he's some kind of terrorist, man.
for real?
They do. They think he's some kind of a, you know. Do you recognize that dude right there that's looking directly in the face? That's the dude from Oz, remember?
Oh,
That's
that's what I know
right.
him from.
Yeah,
That's
he was in Oz.
right.
He's that
Yeah,
one
he's
that
the
tried to
one that
kill
ended up trying
Saeed.
to kill Kareem. Yeah.
He tried to kill Saeed, and then they end up, yeah. And he
They
ended up
end up
killing himself or
shunning
something
him.
like that. Didn't he kill himself when he was in
He's
solitary? Yeah, yeah. He failed, and then he asked to go to solitary, and then he killed himself or something, or somebody did or
yeah.
something. Yeah,
I
he
think
was
the
the one that killed
Aryans
Saeed.
killed him in Gen Pop.
Something, yeah, something. But I remember he was not trying to kill Saeed because he wanted to take over. He wanted to be,
Right.
which he wasn't going to take over
Yeah,
anyway.
that's right. Right.
Saeed was a great character.
Oh, I loved it.
He was really good, really good actor.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen him in a couple of different things since then.
Mm-hmm. Like that's where what's his name that plays Schillinger? That's basically where he got his big start. I mean, he had done shit before, but he got much bigger after all. The one that plays the head Aryan
Yep.
Schillinger.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
that
he
is
ended up.
a great scene in the movie.
Yeah.
It's got a
Yeah, because
lot
he
more
ended up
people
doing.
in it that I recognize than I remember. A lot more people.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the young people, but everybody's well known. You know.
Yeah, I didn't recognize dude from Oz until he was standing up against the wall with that look on his face.
He always looks like that.
But yeah, I recognized him from the beginning when he was in the little room and everything. But
Yeah, I remember you talking about him, and that's when I thought that's that dude from Oz. I just now thought to say it. You see, look at that. Look on his face. He always looks like that. Always.
Yeah.
He's standing back here.
He's just an intense individual.
he looks like he's wants to kill that boy.
Yeah, he has a creepy look about him. He really does. He just looks like he's always up to something.
While the one that is sitting down at the table, I've always thought he looked like a cop.
Kind
Oh
of,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely got. Yeah.
First thing I ever seen him in was The River's
Or a
Edge.
lawyer. Sorry,
When they
what
killed,
did you say? You've seen
he's the one
him
that
in?
kills the girl.
In the
He's the one
River's
that kills the girl in The River's Edge.
Never seen that.
That's a really good show. That's early Keanu Reeves and Crispin Glover and all them were in it. You ever get a chance to watch River's Edge? Watch it.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll find it. It's right here. Looks like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the first thing I remember seeing him in, and I might be wrong about this, but is The Devil's Rejects.
Mm-hmm. This was 1986. He was really young in
Oh.
it. He was a lot heavier.
Oh,
Oh
that
shit!
record.
I do know one thing. This would never happen in the real world. She would not have a house like this one. Her being a teacher.
Right.
Unless she got it through some will or something.
Teachers, yeah, because
Yeah.
teachers don't get paid much.
No, everybody thinks that they do. No, they don't make nothing.
Oh, I know a few teachers. I know how much they make.
They're doing it for the kids more than themselves.
Mhm.
That's
That's
why
something
she had to quit her job because she couldn't do it no more.
Oh,
you don't really appreciate that when you're a kid, but when you get older, you realize exactly that they don't make much money, and what they do is for the kids, and you kind of feel bad about the asshole you were sometimes. You know?
yeah. I ran across my old language arts and social studies teacher.
It's like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was a
That's
pain.
pretty much what I had to say. Was I'm sorry for the way I was then.
I guess it depends on what kind of student you are. You know. Oh shit! Yeah, she pulls these
Well,
knives down. Oh,
yeah,
she was just trying
yeah,
to
but
help Fake, wasn't she?
yeah,
She
and
was just
when
trying.
she,
Yeah, this is my favorite kill in this movie. I mean,
Yeah, this was
oh
good.
yeah,
they layer it on and on and on. They have her, and I
yeah,
include all this where it
Oh,
shoots fire out of her computer. She gets a wires cutting on things, and the fire, and her getting the knife in her stomach, and
he pulled up
yeah,
like he's from the knife. What a dipshit! This guy's already under suspicion, and now he's got his fingerprints
yeah.
all
Now
over
you
the
got
knife.
his fingerprints
Now
all
he's
over
seen him
this
running
knife.
out of the house. And Stifler
Yeah,
sees him running out.
oh, okay, Sarah, give me a minute. Um, the
gotcha.
house to the
Oh,
teachers is blowing up right now, but I'm gonna
got
try to find the number.
Stifler sees him running out. He's got blood all over him. Then the house explodes. The teacher's been stabbed. There's fingerprints on the knife. You know, it's like, yeah,
yeah,
the kid's a maniac.
yeah. It's bad news.
101.56.
He's now wanted. I guarantee you, he is now wanted.
Oh yeah,
No longer suspicion. Now his ass is already get locked up.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a nice Nova. Nice Nova.
Man, God, I cannot believe how young she is in it.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Ari Lauder, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, I'm a little ahead of you guys because now I'm watching it with ads, and I have to make sure that the ads don't put me behind because these ads are like a minute long. So I have to put myself like 3 to 4 minutes ahead of you to stay with everybody.
Oh, do you got Max with ads?
Yeah, it came free with the phone service.
Oh,
You got T-Mobile?
Uh, Boost.
Boost?
Uh, I know T-Mobile does that. I didn't realize Boost did it too. Been a
Well,
long
no, it might
time
have.
with them.
I don't know. It might have come with the AT&T.
Hmm.
I don't know which one it came with, but it came with them. But by the time the next ad hits, which will be the last ad, I'll be right back in sync with everybody and we'll be able to finish. But you minutes ahead of everybody.
That was like that level looks like it was restored right. No Bondo, you know what I mean? It's like it was actually restored.
No, there is not a scrape of Bondo on that car.
Yeah, that's good. The Bondo is basically where you just plug up the holes, you know, instead of actually replacing the metal. Do
Yeah.
like a patch job on it.
What
Yeah,
I
no
don't
Bondo.
understand is why he is so mad at the guy that saved his life.
He just doesn't like him, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is right
Like him.
there. You don't like it.
Sometimes people just don't like you know, and no matter what you do, can change it.
You know, sometimes people just be hating the hate, man.
Certain people they just do not
I'm
like.
so glad that by the end of the movie that he is finally at the point where he's like, fuck it, I'm going to be nice to you because you
Right.
keep saving my life.
Yeah. It seems like he'd eventually appreciate it, yeah. And he does just in time, yeah.
I don't know. if he came to me like that by the end of the movie, the way he's been treating me the rest of the movie, I would tell him to kiss my arse.
Kiss your arse.
Yeah, well, the guy playing this character, he obviously ain't like that.
Right.
Because I am not as forgiving.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I wouldn't be as nice and everything.
Yeah, we're
I'd
not all
be
suddenly
like
gonna be
his
buddies. Yeah.
girlfriend. I'm tired of y'all arguing. Get over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just like somebody, dislike them. Leave them alone. Act like they don't exist. Then just stay away from them if you don't like. You don't have to sit there and
Exactly.
hate and shit on them.
Exactly. The problem
So
is he's in the same friend group as he is, so he has to be around him anyway.
kind of the same. Yeah, sort of the same thing. They're
Yeah,
connected. They have connection. Yeah.
yeah, they're probably in the same classes and all that. That's why they were on the
Well,
plane together and everything. And,
well, you know it is. This friend's friends with this friend, yet this friend's friends with this guy, and this friend's. You know what I mean? It just connects somehow.
yep.
They
Yeah,
have
'cause this
some.
chick,
They got a couple of people in common.
yeah, and this girl from Resident Evil's friends with everybody.
There's always
She's
that
just that
person,
chick.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
always
she's
that
just that
person.
chick.
I
You
don't
hang out with
think
her.
she was friends with everyone. I mean, when they first started the movie, she was reading a book and
Yeah.
not paying attention to anyone unless they
Oh,
talked to her. But she still looked at her book. I think she was the quiet, shy, awkward type that stayed away from everyone until all this stuff started happening with the guy's premonition.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now they're all connected, whether they want to be or not.
yeah. That makes sense now. Yeah. Yeah, she did seem like I'm quite a bit of a recluse.
This is a hell of a thing to have in common,
Yeah.
But I'll
Trying
tell you
to survive.
something about the whole thing. She tells him at one point that I this is you. You're a blank canvas, and while you can see it, I feel it through you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Yeah, she's like
And
empathic.
they really go in on that. I mean, when he went and got Alka-Seltzer, a few minutes later, they show her doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're connected. Yeah. Yeah, she might just be empathic. She might just be an empath. You know, she can feel what other people are feeling.
That might have something to do with it. And it explains why she does not like to be around people, if my
Yeah.
theory about her is right.
Yeah, because
I
she
don't
can
blame her.
feel everyone's emotion.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't.
It's something
No,
that you do, that's hard to deal with. I mean, I'm an
I don't
empath,
blame her though.
and strong emotions, whether you're 5 million miles away from me or right
Right.
across the road, I can feel it, vibratingly, and
I don't blame her though. I'd want to stay away from people too. I kind of like to usually stay away.
most
Just.
people
Yeah.
in the movie relate to her more than anyone else.
She's probably the best character all around. That's why she's the character that kind of continues on. You know what I mean? That's why they keep she keeps being in it because she's the best character.
Yeah.
It's
Right
like,
now,
dude,
we
you just
are
harp on the fucking
in
wrong
the
thing.
car, and that crazy ass is trying to speed past to kill
Yeah,
himself.
yeah. He's decided to give in. Ah, fuck it, they're coming for. I mean, it's true. It's coming for you anyway. But there's no reason to park on the goddamn railroad tracks.
And it's no reason to make everybody else die with you.
Exactly. Good
Right.
point. Yeah. If you want to park on the railroad tracks, fine, but don't park me on the railroad tracks.
Yeah, now his car won't fucking start.
Yeah. So, and this is this is a pretty car too. What a dipshit.
This sucks.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the DeLorean.
Yeah, it's just one of those really nice classic muscle cars. That the Camaro, the Chevelle, those are all really pretty cars from that era.
Isn't
Early
the
70s.
Chevelle the car they used for the DeLorean in Back to the Future?
No, that was that was a DeLorean something or something. I can't remember exactly what that is, but no, it's not a Chevelle. I seen a show a couple months ago where they were talking about that car, and I can't remember what they said.
What movie
You
was it?
in chat room. Back to the Future DeLorean.
Oh hell, I know somebody that would know. I'll get back to you on that.
I don't remember. I seen it on a thing. I don't remember exactly what it's called.
Yeah, I'll
that
get back to you on
dumbass
that.
get
I
out of
know
there.
someone that does.
This kind of reminds me of the
Right.
guy in the second movie. I mean, he gets the cop's gun and he starts banging it off. And it wasn't his time to die, and it was a full cartridge of bullets in the gun, but it never went off.
Yeah, and that's the way it is too. When it's your time, it's your time. If it's not your time, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. I'm a big faith believer, and I believe when it's your time, it's your time. There's nothing you can do. When it's not, oh my God, it's Stifler's time. There was Stifler. Cut him right in the mouth. You notice that?
Yeah. Finally shut him up.
Every time I see this, even though I've seen it before, I still get this twinge. Like, come on, hurry up, get out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good kill. Cut his shit off right at the mouth. Right in the middle of saying some shit.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it right there.
But yeah, even though it takes forever, you feel like, I think that it's good that they draw it out a little bit because it makes your heart beat fast, whether you've seen it for the first time or not. It just
Oh yeah, it's definitely affected. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that these
some
movies do a
movies
really
you
good
see
job with.
one time and you can't watch again. It's like something someone was saying. They were talking about shocking moments in horror movies, and they didn't want to put shocking plot twists in a movie, and they didn't want to put The Sixth Sense because after the first time, it's not shocking anymore.
That's the thing about twist endings is that you know what I mean, like the others and Sixth Sense. Well, once you've seen them, they never have the same effect. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie, and there's a few of them like it, you could see it over and over, and you still get that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I guess it's because of they're always running.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the Sixth Sense and the others and all that. Don't get me wrong, but after you've seen the twist ending, it just never quite has the same thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The twist endings, they're just never the same the second time.
Like
Good,
stir of
but
echo.
good once. You know, there's different kinds of good, and that's a good once type thing.
Yeah.
Just like there's all different
Oh
kinds
yeah.
of beauty. There's all different kinds of beauty. You know, there's sexy, there's attractive, there's you know what I mean? All different kinds. You know.
Yeah, because like Jared was saying, one person's beautiful is another person's trash.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
think
there's sexy,
every,
there's elegant beauty, there's sexy beauty, there's cute beauty. There's all different sorts.
I
And
think everyone,
you never look the same to one person as you do the other.
right. I'm a person that believes that everybody's got some sort of beauty to them in some way, whether it be inner or outer.
Right,
Of course, there
right.
are one people that are beautiful on the outside, they're just ugly as hell on the inside.
And then vice versa, right? Vice versa. There's good and bad in all. You know, with the good comes the bad, with the bad comes the good.
Yep.
Fact.
Well, I mean, if you've watched movies long enough, and I think that we all have, you kind of get desensitized to horror, and it's harder to find anything scary. I don't really mean it scared me when I got that heart beating fast when the train came along. Uh,
Right.
it was a scared ain't really the word. It's just anxious. That's
Yeah.
about
No, it really gets your adrenaline running.
Well,
yeah.
and there's not really scares that much in film because they know we've gotten so desensitized. Now they just try to make them good kills. They don't even try to really scare that much anymore because they know it's really hard. It's damn near impossible.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
they just amp the blood and the gore instead.
yeah, you got to do something truly special to freak me out now.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, 78, 79, when I first seen Exorcist, when I was 5, 6 years old, that terrified the shit out of me. In the late 70s, Exorcist was horrifying.
The Exorcist still
Horrifying.
scares the hell.
Yeah, well, me too, because it freaked me out so bad as a kid. That stuck with me.
Right, right.
That was just when people seen that in 1973, people were shitting, man. They ain't nothing like that even close to ever been on the screen before. Not even close.
Mhm.
So when they come out with that, people are like, "What the hell are we looking at?" You know? Jeez, man. I always imagined what it would have been like in '73 as a teenager seeing it. I bet that was something else. '73's been a long time ago. Came out the same year I was born. So, like I said, I seen it at 5 or 6, and at least that was way too young to be seeing that.
Yeah, I watched it about the same time.
I thought you was older.
No, I found your VHS
I'm
tape
sorry,
at
man.
Green Tree and
I'm
watched it
sorry.
alone upstairs.
Oh, okay. I was
That's when
gonna
I
say I'm
first seen
sorry.
that. Was at Green Tree. You showed it to me. You actually
Later.
showed it to me when I was more like 10 or 12 years old.
Yeah. Now, back in the early to mid
But
'70s, late '70s, I wouldn't have showed you that at that age. But since it was in the
but
2000s,
yeah,
and people become sensitized, I figured,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I had already seen it by then.
Yeah, you were a sneaky little kid, man.
Oh
You were
yeah,
sneaking
like the first
something
time
all
I
the time.
watched Phantasm and everything. I watched all kinds of movies before you showed them to me.
Sneaking around painting my weight bench and shit.
Yeah, well, my first thing into horror was it wasn't a movie, but my family wanted to read me books and everything, and
Yeah.
when I would get bored and run around and not sleep when they tried to read me uh, princesses, oh, they decided to start doing stories about Little Red Riding Hood. And as we very well
Yeah.
know, them are dark.
Yes.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
because they
There's a lot more
figured
of that.
that would get me to sleep and everything, and it kept me entertained. I mean,
All those fairy tales are dark. Really, when you think about it, they all have, not all of them, but a lot of them have that darkness to them. Those old fairy tales.
Like like Alice in Wonderland. If you actually take it into context of what it really is, it's it's definitely a messed up story.
yeah, it's all about tripping out.
I'm surprised that Guillermo del Toro hasn't done a remake of Alice in Wonderland. That'd be perfect. Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, it's about a girl who has serious delusions and delusions and hallucinations.
Imagination. It's her imagination, man.
Well, she's actually mentally ill.
Right. And when you're mentally
Psychologically.
ill, your imagination, goes kind of crazy.
The Hans Christian Andersen ones are. That's what Sarah is saying. I actually have them books. Another one that's pretty freaky is Hansel and Gretel. And I don't think y'all realize this. The original book, the witch was their mother.
Okay. Yeah, any fairy tale where you got the one preparing them to eat them, you got some darkness happening.
Oh yeah.
But we get it lost. I mean, the people don't want to talk about your parents could be evil and want to eat you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People don't want to think about that.
Doggy's barking, going, "This ain't right, man." Doggy says, "I don't like this, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here." See, the doggy knows more than her here. The doggy's like, "I'm getting the hell out."
Yeah, dog's like, screw this, dude.
Come here.
Animals are always way ahead of us. You know what I mean? They know a lot more than we do. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
They're
Jesus.
smarter than we are. They're much smarter than we are. They got an
There's all
instinct.
kinds of
We don't have that instinct like they do.
Right.
They can.
We get desensitized to all this stuff. From like from phones to internet. I mean, movies, television shows.
She's just a survivor, man. Look at her. She's crawling along that thing, that roof. She does what she has to do. She's I'm getting the hell off that. I'm gonna make it to where I'm as far away from that electricity as I can get.
Yeah, she's smart.
Yeah. She is. She just has that survival instinct. Bam! With the elbow through the window. I'm getting the hell out of here. There we go. It's just chasing her. You know what I mean? It just wants her.
Yeah.
It's time. It's like it's time, and she's like, "No, it's not. I ain't ready to go."
Are you giving yourself a bath? Come here.
She's basically, if there's a final girl in this film, it's definitely her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely is the final girl.
She's definitely playing that role. Yeah, she does a good job with it. See, even the automatic garage door openers out there, and this cord is all over the place. This cord, this this wire.
Oh yeah, it's feeling it.
it's doing everything it can to get her. You know, it's throwing shit in motion, and she's avoiding it somehow. If you can frustrate death, you're doing a good job. Frustrating the hell out of it. It's like, damn it, I'm gonna get you one way or the other. Well, at least that shovel he's swinging at the electricity, at least it has a wooden handle.
Yeah.
Wood and rubber works well with electricity. The water, on the other hand, no. No, not very bad. Yeah, it's going to get the hell out. See, it's no wonder why he looks guilty. Everywhere he's at, bad shit's happening.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, well,
Oh hell, kid's got balls, man. He's
definitely.
he gonna sacrifice himself for her. That's a real man.
Hmm.
See, I think they've gotten the idea that something is wrong. You know, something ain't right. He's not just a maniac. So there's something else up. They finally got that idea. Took them a minute, but they got it. I think that one still thinks he's a maniac. Yeah, they just personally witnessed him sacrifice himself for her.
Yeah.
And I think that got him out of there thinking he was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, they personally witnessed him sacrifice himself. What a man! What a man! What a man!
You
Oh,
know,
here they are.
one of the reasons I really like this movie, and I don't think people realize it because it's never talked about. They did everything all practically. They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do any of the CGI and everything, and that's why it looks so good.
yeah. And that, it took a lot of work because there's a lot of kills and there's a lot of deaths in this, so that's a lot of physical work. A lot of physical work, which is the fun of it for them. You know, if you see behind the scenes shit, you'll see how much fun they're having coming up with these kills. Tom Savini used to have a blast doing it. You can get as creative as you want. I don't think after all that, I don't think I'd have been in a big hurry to get on a plane, though. I think I would have avoided that.
Oh man, I ain't getting on a plane again.
There's no way I would have, man. I'd been like, no, thank you. I think I'll stay here and celebrate.
No, I think I'll take the ship.
But see, it's so fucked up because they allowed them to get there on the plane. You know, just kind of backed off. So now they think it's over, and blam, nope, I'm still here. That sucked to go through all this.
I don't understand why he waited 3 months.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
he wanted them caught off their guard.
yep, yep. We said everything's all right. I'm not coming for you. Sorry, I am. Just wanted you to get complacent. You're too on guard. He's still talking about it. He's still talking about it. He's got a diagram showing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, will you get off this shit? See her face. He's like, I'm really sick of hearing about this. Tell by her face. He's like, it's like that's all you two talk about.
Oh, damn.
Done pissed her off now. Then we'd get old talking about that, man, all the time. It's like, damn, can't we have fun? Why do we gotta discuss all these different ways of this shit up? Of course, it does help talk about it because if you completely ignore it, you're gonna get wiped out. So I don't know. Right.
I think a big reason why they are connected is that even though they didn't know it and everything, they were destined to be together. I mean, she feels what he does, and now they're even holding each other's hands.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then she went to the hospital and checked herself into the loony bin after he died.
Just for safety.
I will return.
Just to be in a safe place. Yeah. She went there.
That wasn't. That's not what I'm talking about. I know she wanted to be in a safe place, but I also think that she did it so that she wouldn't have to be about anyone else because they had her in a room that she didn't go out of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's what I was saying. That you know what I mean. A lot less chances of this kind of shit happening.
She wanted to stay away from people because she felt like I don't want to get close to anyone ever again and feel the way I did.
Right.
And like you said, she didn't want to die.
Right. 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 Yeah. And
Sorry, guys.
it closes not showing Kurt Smith's death, yet you know it happened. That's pretty cool. It shows all these cool deaths, and then it leaves your imagination what that was like, swinging this way and then black.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Very cool, very cool. It's the first time I've seen that in years. It still good, still good. It's
Alright.
nice to take you off watching something and then watch it again. Yeah. I'm right clean when I first seen that with your mom, man. That's a good memory of.
Alright.
So it was kind of in a way this was a nostalgic watch as well, and nostalgia is a great thing, you know. Great nostalgia, great nostalgia. Great to watch it with you guys. Hell yeah. Thank you for inviting me to watch it.
No problem.
Um, like I said, I would check out the second one with you guys, but I got plans with my fiance, and I don't want to make her postpone to see me. I've been promising her for days.
Right.
But I will catch
It's
you
all
guys
good.
on the on the next one you do. If you want me to join you, just let me know.
Yeah,
Catch
the
you guys later.
next one will be the third one, and it will be Friday.
I don't think I've seen all that one, so that'll be cool to see that. I think I've seen part of it, but not all of it. So I do remember the tanning bed kill. And Austin said earlier that the tanning bed is in the third one, so I have at least seen part of it. But yeah, thanks again. I'll catch you guys later. You guys enjoyed the second one. It was a lot of fun. Much love to you guys, and I'll
No
catch you guys
problem.
later.
Do you want to advertise anything you're doing on your channel?
Yeah, I'm working on actually a couple of documentary type thing. I'm doing a Lucio Fulci documentary. I'm going to try to go at a different angle, and after that's done, I'm going to be starting to work on my story, my documentary about my story, my 4 years so far here on YouTube. Other than that, we got the last match of the semifinals between you guys on Sunday at 6 o'clock, and the winner of that will go on to meet Knight in the finals on the 27th. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really curious. I can't wait to see who wins between you guys because I have no idea. You're both very knowledgeable, so that's gonna be fun. Other than that, that's it, man. I'll catch you guys later. See you later, chat. Much love to everybody. Everybody take it easy.
Bye. If y'all want to follow Gore, he is link is down below, in the description. So I will give it a few minutes and let y'all go to the bathroom or get snacks or whatever, or before I start Final Destination 2.
Hmm. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. It's just right over here. Yeah, we got a fridge right in the bedroom, so it makes things easy.
Oh, and Sarah, the tournament that we're doing, if that's what you're talking about, is Gore has a list of questions and he has certain people, and it's down to 3 people. Knight from the Ninth Watch, that's his name on here. Derek from DrakeLovesMovies, and then me. And come this Sunday, we're going to be facing off, me and Derek. It's for
Okay.
only an hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It'll be at 11 your time. Well, since you're back, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and as soon as I get back, I'll start.
Okay, I'll keep your chat company.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
How you doing, Jet? Yeah, we just finished the first Final Destination, as you guys know. It was a fun watch. I had a bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, but it's all right. Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, I will sub to you after the stream is done. I will write down your channel and I will sub you. That way I can watch, because I love Wicked
Back,
Thing.
don't come on. Okay. Uh, I decided to go into the living room and get me some of my snacks.
I'm going to reach behind me and grab my candy real quick. I'm currently writing down some of your subs, and I'm going to sub to them after we are done. Showing some love. Okay. While you're doing your countdown, I'm going to press play on this because I'm going to have an ad.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play. Yeah,
See, I knew it.
I have an ad, but they only have one for the whole time I'm on Max.
Oh, you're on. See, me, the max I have has like 3 ads throughout the entire movie. It's frustrating, especially when you're trying to do one of these. I usually go to Look Movie for it, but my Look Movie isn't it's not working. I don't know if I have to clean up the catch on the Fire Stick or what, but it should not work.
How did you do that? You don't have to tell me that. It's better if you do it when we're all here, because I'll probably forget.
Oh, the Look Movie thing?
Yeah, how did you get it on your Fire Stick?
Through the browser. You'll go through your browser and just look it up, and you'll find it. Because you got the Amazon browser on the Fire Stick, and then it'll take you right to it, but it is wonky. It's definitely wonky. It works sometimes, and other times it don't. Sometimes you'll get halfway through a movie and it'll just cut off.
It sounds like Plex.
It's kind of like Plex. Yeah, Plex will work and then it won't. So frustrating. Now I haven't seen this Final Destination 2. I haven't seen it in probably 10 years. Last time I seen this, I was 17.
This is probably my favorite in the series, but I love AJ in just about everything she's ever done. From being in Vampire Wars to her time on The Virgin Diaries to her time on the TV show Criminal Minds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's really good.
Oh, I forgot about this. Everybody hates this movie, but she's in it. I like it. Not to mention it was the first one in the series I seen, so I don't have that whole Doug Black, whatever his name is, Doug Bradley, or yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
It has to be the Jinn. The first Wishmaster was the third.
Yep.
For me.
Yeah, this is going to be almost like a first watch because I don't remember it very well. I know this young lady on here is that cute as hell.
Wow.
Don't worry.
It's a long time, Sarah.
Yeah, don't worry. I tell Gore the same thing. I'm not going to get all weird on your channel. That's for my channel.
You can get weird. I mean,
Not the level of weird that, no. I can't do that to your channel. No, not on this level of weird. I can't.
I mean,
I'm not going to do that.
just like when we were talking about on the first movie. Look at how young these people are. I mean, look at AJ. She is. Those are her kid.
Yeah, she was probably about, I want to say 17 to 19 in this. Brake fluid. That was brake fluid on the concrete right there.
I know. Cheryl said that she subbed to you.
Aw, thank you. And I will sub to you as soon as we are done here, because I don't sub just to sub. I sub because I like the content, and your
You may
name
not
has
like content though. He does a lot of unboxings on witchcraft.
I love witchcraft. I follow the Wiccan style of it.
Wow.
It's right up. It's right up
No
my.
wonder I get along with you.
Yeah, my mom.
I'm
Yeah,
more
my
the
mom is Wiccan.
pagan. I haven't figured out what my lineage is yet, but
Oh wow! Look at that phone. It's been a while since I've seen a Nokia like that. Buddy, that wasn't transmission fluid. That was brake fluid. No. No. No, he's right. No, he's right. No, he's right. I was trying to remember which one was red and which one was brown.
what do you want? You didn't want this earlier. Why do you want my chips now? And for anyone that was out there that wants to know what kind of Doritos I have spicy sweet chili. What in the
Wow.
you crazy? Why are you eating that stuff? He had string in his mouth
Oh my.
and tried to eat it.
Okay, that was transmission fluid. That was transmission fluid because now her check engine light's on, meaning that her transmission ain't working very well. The transmission fluid is the one that's red. I couldn't remember my fluids very well.
Uh, hey yo.
And she said that's real responsible while not wearing a seatbelt while driving.
For anyone out there that doesn't do this, wear your seatbelt. It's important.
Yeah.
I don't care where you're sitting in the car, you should wear your seatbelt.
Yep. My dude's driving with his leg and doing some stuff.
Yeah.
That was great.
I apologize in advance. You're gonna hear popping and tearing apart.
Oh my. The deaths in this one are a lot more gruesome than I remember.
They definitely are.
Yeah, I don't remember it being I don't remember it being this graphic before.
The death of something else. I mean, now, because we were talking about the second one, and I think pretty much everybody knows about this whole movies and everything. The what's her name goes to Claire and asks her questions, and she said that that go in order of the way you were seated, and her character goes like, it's not going in the order of who died. My group was the last to die, and now they're the first to. I think that Dad figured out that he had to change the way he was doing stuff.
Yeah, because the others figured it out. Yeah.
I know one other thing. This guy looks so familiar to me, but I can't place him.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I was just about to ask you if you knew him from something.
Well, at the beginning of this movie, there was a guy on television talking, and he implied that death was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
If death is the devil, then there's got to be something good, and the goodness is trying to show them the way. Let's say one shoulder has the devil, the other has the angel. And I'm not talking about this in like Christian terms. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
one's out to get you, one's there to help you.
Yeah, there it goes. Oh, so the rest of her friends just got wiped out here, so that means there's only like 3 to 4 people left. That would be her, this officer here, the guy in the car behind them, and the guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get all my people together. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of these people I don't know from the second one, but the cop, AJ, and the black guy, they really look like people I know, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you what the black guy's name is, but I know what I know him from.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Dracula 2000.
That's right, he was. I was trying to place where he was from because he looks so familiar.
Okay, see you next time, Keith. Have a good one. He's been in a lot of things. I mean, he's been in a lot of comedies. There's I never seen it, but he was supposed to have a cousin that was similar to him, and they tried to convince people that they were brothers, and sometimes they would pretend to be the other person. And it was a comedy movie with Eddie Murphy
Ah,
and somebody else and him. I take that back. I know that one guy that's looking in on everybody.
mhm. Feel like all their faces are familiar. I just can't place nothing that they were in.
Yeah, the guy that's playing AJ's dad, he's been in a lot of Stephen King movies.
Uh-huh.
When I say Stephen King movies, I do actually mean his movies, the ones that he actually did the scripts for,
Mm-hmm.
from The Stand to A Night Flyer to
To
Storm of the Century. I don't think
it,
he was in Rose Red.
no, no, he wasn't in it either. But I was just naming off the ones that King actually did.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of King's works.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that house.
He might have even been in what was it called? The Shining. Don't quote me on this, but they had a lot of people in the ballroom scenes of that movie.
Yeah, they did. There was a lot of them.
Oh, so you've seen The Shining, the
Mhm.
one that Stephen King did the screenplay for.
Yep.
A lot of people haven't. I find
I
it better than the movie that Kubrick made.
let's just agree to disagree.
You can like what you like, and I can like what I like. I'm
Right, that's what I
known
said. Was just
for
agree to
liking
disagree.
movies that people don't like or
Well, I
merely
do.
tolerate.
No, but I do really like it. I do like it though. I watched that. I watched that. I do believe I watched that when it aired, depending on the year it came out. I don't remember.
It was
It came out.
1996, I believe.
It came out in '96. Oh no, I definitely did not see it when it came out.
Oh, I'm talking about The Shining. There's two of them. Most people don't know about that. Most people only know the Stanley Kubrick one. But there was a Shining that was made by Stephen King and what is Mike's last name? The guy that did The Stand. Is it
I
Gibson?
I don't remember. I do not remember.
But yeah, he started doing films with Stephen King when he did Sleepwalkers, and then they started doing movies back to back together. And after the success of them doing The Shining, they did. The studio told Stephen that he could write anything he wanted, and they didn't want to, but they told him he could write anything for the ABC. So he did The Shining, and
Well, this one really doesn't mess around, does it?
no,
Yeah, it just kind of gets right into it.
he didn't get all the people he wanted to kill last time, and it took forever for him to get them, so he's not fooling around. And
Yeah.
make sure he gets these people.
Oh, that was a mistake. You don't smack a pan with oil in it that's on fire onto the ground, man. You've been better off leaving it there. Because at least the fire would have been isolated, you know? Not a fires everywhere. And that is not the right fire extinguisher for a grease fire, my bud. You need one of them silver ones. And I'm one of them people. If I get trapped in a place that's on fire, I'm jumping out the window. I have zero doubt that I would jump through a window.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't stand fire.
well, maybe not where he's at. Maybe I wouldn't jump out that window. It's a little high. It's like 3 or 4 stories up.
No, I
I might
don't
not
care. I'd rather fall to my death than be burned alive.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It would be a lot better. Ooh. Ooh. He's got a ladder leg through the cornea. Yeah, I don't remember this one at all.
Was this movie after Dracula 2000? It was, wasn't it?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I want to say yes, but I'm probably wrong.
Sarah's saying yep. I knew it because what's his name looks different. It looks older in this than he did then. But
Yeah,
they can make you look up to look older.
that's true.
Speaking of Stephen King, that boy is reading Stephen King. And I even know what the book is.
Oh,
I have that book. The exact same book. There's only one that's got that cover on it, and it's Bag of Bones.
nice.
Oh. Sarah was saying the biker was seen in Dracula and was picked for this role.
Okay, so Dracula was before. Well, thank you for the clarification.
Well, she put Blackula, but I think that was a YouTube. I could see why they would pick him for that, for this, watching that movie. It may be wrong, but um, he was a vampire for part of that movie, but for the majority of it. But it he had so much range and depth. He was cynical. He was a comedian. He was shown to be a crook, and I can see that in him here too. I mean, one of the things in Dracula is I pick what happens to me, and he basically says the same dang line, just reverse different words out in this movie. In his earlier works, he was a comedian and everything, and in his later roles, he did a lot of drama things, I believe. But the reason I like horror movies so much is, unlike all the other roles, not so much now. Sometimes it is, but most movies is one genre. They stick to it and they don't do anything else. It's either a drama or a comedy or a suspenseful movie or a thriller. You don't really get that. But horror movies, even if it's not called more than one thing, it usually has action in it. It's got a horror. It's got comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sarah saying, wasn't the cop in a Doctor US show? Maybe, but if he was, it's not one I know of. I mean, I don't really do shows on doctors.
It's got to be something really special for me to watch a doctor.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing I can think of right now that I like that it's got to do with doctors and they really shove it in your face is Kingdom Hospital.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
If you haven't noticed, I'm big on Stephen King.
Hmm. Yeah, so is my mom.
I can't believe you're stinky. Well, I just found him a really great actor, and I mean, I can't agree with that. I don't think he's the king of horror. I mean, look, his things that he dwells on to make horrifying is horrifying, but 90% of the books or the movie scripts he's done, they aren't horrific. 90% is character development,
Mm.
getting you to feel for the characters, and it's more of a drama.
Yeah, it's a lot of buildup. There's a lot of buildup. In my
The
opinion,
only
some
movie that only movie that was not done that way is Children of the Corn. And let's face it, they totally
mhm.
botched the storyline of Children of the Corn, his short story, and the actual movie.
You don't like Children of the Corn?
I have every dang movie. I'm just saying, it is not the same story from his book.
That's true. Children of the Corn was a short story off of Night Shift, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
What I thought.
But no, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying that they totally ignored what Stephen King had wrote in that short story. They just took the name. Granted, I liked it.
Yeah, they just changed everything around and everything.
And they gave them happy endings.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the short story did not have a happy ending.
No, it didn't. Kind of like the made for TV version of the corn, but they came pretty close to the book, but they didn't do everything. But the director of it said that they couldn't find anywhere that was close, that it even came close to the one scene that they wanted to film that was from the book. So they had to settle for something else.
Yeah, yeah, I remember the original Children of the Corn. They they wanted Isaac to pull Malachi up and drag him into the cornfield, but the contraption they built didn't work, so they had to just have him break his neck.
Are you sure that you've seen all of them, Sarah? Because there's a lot of Children of the Corn, and trust me, you want to know about Children of the Corn, I'm the person to talk to. Everybody else don't seem to know anything about them movies past the first.
Yeah. The sixth one was all right. Children Born 666, Isaac's Return was pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
If you want a direct sequel to the original, of course, 2 is kind of linked to the first one.
I
The
mean, it kind of
kids were
is, but
supposed to be from Gatlin and moved to Nebraska. I You feel bad if you've ever had a tooth infection. You feel bad for that kid because you could see the tears going down his eyes.
yeah.
So I take it you don't like the third one. Put in the corn.
I don't really remember the third one very well, and that's usually not a good thing. If I don't remember a movie, it usually means I thought it was horrible. But it's been so many years since I've seen it, though, too. So I'll have to watch it and get back to you on how I feel about it.
Most people say it's the best in the franchise. I do find that it's a lot more scary than the than any of the other ones. And it's the only one on the franchise that actually has a monster in it. If you've ever seen the movie, what is it called? Demonic Toys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
The kid that's in that movie, the creepy boy, plays the lead and creepy guy in Children of the Corn 3.
Mm. Oh, God. Um, I just found out the reason why this kid is in tears while he's getting his tooth done. He wasn't able to put the anesthetic in because the birds kept hitting the window.
Yeah, I was planning on doing all of them, Sarah. But I'm not doing all of them tonight. Dum, dum, da-dum. Here comes the mortuarian.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, man.
Which movie are you talking about? Here is another reason I think that he could be the Reaper. He knew Claire's name. No. I mean, what's her name's name? Is it Elizabeth? Well, anyway, AJ's character name in this. He knew it. How did he know?
Good question.
I know that she's been in the news, but they didn't put her name in.
Right. Right, because she was underage. They couldn't put her name.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Hmm.
Maybe Death is showing these people when they're gonna die, because he wants to play a game with them. Because picking up dead bodies is getting boring to him, and so he decided he wanted to play a game with them, and see if they can defeat him or not.
Maybe. Okay, how did she get out of the mental hospital?
She signed herself involuntary. She could leave at any time. Because she
Oh.
wasn't crazy. She wasn't a threat to herself or others.
Oh, okay. In my
If you
experience,
voluntarily put yourself into a clinic and you don't have any suicidal thoughts or murderous thoughts, they will let you go anytime you want.
oh, okay.
Well, not now. They won't,
Yeah, I
they'll
was
just
gonna
send
say.
you home.
Yeah, I was gonna say in my experience, that don't work that way.
This is
Yeah,
back then.
yeah, I was gonna say they keep you anyway.
Now it's different. I mean, it reminds me of something. No, it's nothing to do with this, but if they kept people longer than they do now, we wouldn't have some of the things that happen, like that crazed out maniac that went and tried to shoot up the senator and other people and kill all of them and almost kill her.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
I can't remember what his name is or hers or where it was at, but
Yeah, they don't give proper treatment anymore.
no,
They
they
just want
don't.
to they just want to medicate
No,
you
no.
up and send you on your way. And
You don't
as
want to
soon
get
as
to
you're
the root of the problem and help you to deal with it.
yep, and once your insurance stops paying, they let you go and say you're fine. As soon as your insurance stops paying, you're cured.
Just like putting a band-aid on a something that needs surgery on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Some
icy
people
hot.
can deal with it and everything, but there's so many more that can't. And only thing that happens is they ended up getting killed because they did this stuff or ended up in prison. When if doctors did what they were supposed to in mental hospitals, we wouldn't have this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my grandma went and signed herself into the hospital after her husband died, my grandpa. And they wouldn't let her out for 8 months till she stopped seeing crazy stuff until she stopped hallucinating. The medicine she was taking was helping her. Well, it helped her and everything. One of the medicines she told the doctor wasn't doing her any good and making her sick and everything. And he kept giving it to her. But as soon as she got home, she quit taking it and he got mad at her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get real mad when you stop taking the medication your insurance pays for. If you stop picking them up, your insurance stops paying for them. That's less money for them. It's all about money. My man is a serious cokehead.
Welcome back, Sarah.
This guy is just a problem.
Which one are we talking about? The
Oh, the
cop?
long-haired guy. I was about the
Oh,
long-haired guy in the elevator. He's just a problem.
yeah, the one that likes to put his hand to his nose.
Yeah, there's nose. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a real problem, all right.
Yeah.
You know, now I know this is the guy. 'Cause I know him. I don't know his name, but I know what he's been in and all this. But the way they've got the black dude made up, he reminds me of the guy in Romeo and Juliet. Now, he looks the same in all these movies and TV shows, but that's what came first to mind. Then another thing he was in was Constantine. He's also
Mm-hmm.
been in Lost. Um, but
That.
yeah, the guy. I think they've done him up to look like the guy that I'm talking about. It's not him. That's
Oh.
not the guy. Trust me. See, in Constantine, this isn't the movie; it's a TV show. He had a good angel and a bad angel on his shoulders telling him what to do. And I'm not going to tell you which one that guy was, but he was one of the two angels. He was
Mm.
black and the other one was white.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. She's talking about it's blooming cold in Scotland right now. You put a fire in her fireplace. This scene is so gun wrenching. I mean, she tries to get out of the hook and she just puts her head into the elevator. Oh, it's more than just ouch. Uh, I've already talked about this, but here comes the scene where he grabs the gun from the cop and tries to shoot himself. To no avail. Wouldn't you be messed up too, Sarah? You just seen somebody's head get chopped off by a elevator. He has every right to be freaked out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'd do if I seen something like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure either. Yeah, that's something else.
But I think it's a normal response to feel the way he did.
It's definitely a normal thought.
Well, most people would freak out. I mean, you never know what'll happen until you're in that situation, though. I mean, you can't predict what you will do.
Mhm. Nat, what's the
Okay.
timestamp that we're on?
Oh,
I just had a stupid long ad.
okay.
The last thing I seen right
I've
before
got
the ad was the elevator scene.
102.37. She's fussing at him and about to her water to break.
Oh, I see. And now they're back on the road, right?
No. She's telling him right now, get me to the hospital now! I'm not having this baby in jail.
Okay. Tell me when they get back to the road.
Okay.
Because somehow I ended up all kinds of ahead, and I don't know how it happened.
They're on the no, they're not. That's the everybody in the car going to the jail. It's not the woman on the road. It's having baby. It'll be a few minutes before we see the woman and the deputy again. Because they have a long ass speech.
Yeah, I don't know how it jumped me ahead.
Because they're talking about the whole, I almost died. This is the second time I almost died speech right now.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah,
talking about
was she yelling at
how
him through the bars or something?
yeah.
Okay, so she's yelling at him through the bars. Which it should be coming up in about 15 seconds or so.
Now that guy is talking about being a teacher. He don't strike me as a teacher. Maybe a professor. But he's supposed to be high school teacher. He don't dress like a teacher. He's got
No.
cashmere sweaters on. That costs a lot of money. That's why I said it don't strike me as a teacher. Okay, now she's on the road with him.
Now everybody's on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was way ahead. I don't know how would the world that happened.
No, in this scene right before they came up when they were doing the speech, he said that he got the job of the teacher that died. She was a high school teacher. That is why I said he don't look like a teacher from school. I pay attention to detail, which I shouldn't forgot me what happened in this movie. It's only been like 6 hours since I watched it. No, that ain't right. I started watching this at 2. It was after 3 before I stopped, so we're
The
close to
scene,
the end.
yeah, the scene that I'm at, all 4 people are in the car heading down the road.
Well, the
And they're
part
talking.
I'm at is they're in the field, and the pipe went through and there's a board pushing down on the woman, and the police officer wants to help, but the pregnant woman is, "You gotta get me to the hospital."
Oh, okay, so I'm. Ah,
They just took out the bicycle man teacher.
are they using the are they using the jaws of death on the vehicle? Have they already done that?
No, the kid is at the thing looking at the car to see if there's any like dripping or if it's gonna blow up, and now he's trying to rip out the board. Now the cops are there.
All right, the cops just showed up.
Yeah, the cop just showed up, and
Found it.
now they've got the black guy going to the hospital.
Yep, 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 yep. We're back together now. I got it. I found it. I was like way behind you. I was way behind you. They were still driving down the country road
That
talking
kid
about.
looks so familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I know what kill it is. The one where the druggie gets sliced up. Sarah says this is her favorite scene coming up. A kill in the movie.
Okay, so we got the gas running down the pipe. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm where I'm at now.
It's funny how he knew that he was about to die because he gave, what's her name, his keys to his house and his wallet and asked her to get rid of all his stuff that would make his mama cry.
Yep, we are at the same part now. Yep, because I just seen that. It's actually a pretty touching moment because he doesn't want his mom to, look down on him.
Now, I don't think we realize that in the moment, if you lose your kid, you don't care what they have in their home and everything. Um, but it's still nice that he thought that she'd be upset and wanted to keep her from that. But
Mm.
she'll be overwhelmed with the grief of her son dying. She won't think anything about that stuff.
No, that'll be something that she would think about later. She would look back on it later, probably.
You know who Brian
Oh,
Krantz is?
who?
Brian Krantz.
No.
Ever seen Charmed?
Oh, okay. As what character?
He's Leo. He was also in Sleepwalkers too. He was the lead boy.
Oh,
Wow.
dude just got chopped up by a barbed wire fence.
Now we're down to 4. Everybody else is dead.
Um,
I'm not going to talk about this right now because it's not happened. But when it comes up, I'm going to talk about something that really shocked me the first time, and I still am blown away by. Of course, they kind of have to up the angst of what's going on in these films after the first one. Everybody wants more for the second.
mm, yeah, the kills in this one are a lot more gnarly than the first one. Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
She got a death grip
Not
on her.
really. That's not what happens. That's what I'm talking about. They, they make you think that the black guy's going to die. But at the last second, you know what I'm talking about. They, they kill, Claire with him. And the way they did it, it was so dramatic. Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, I can't believe this. That cop believes what she's saying wholeheartedly, and he goes after that doctor.
It did be. What the hell is that?
That's what I'm laughing about. Why is this woman touching me?
And what the hell is she doing in my birthing room?
What I don't understand about this scene coming up is how she gets blood on her hands when it's an explosion. And she's
Maybe
nowhere near
I don't know.
Claire.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe some sort of shrapnel came through the. Yeah. See, maybe some shrapnel came through
Yeah.
and here. Yeah. See, she was holding him and holding him down, so some shrapnel came through and cut her up.
And now we're about to catch my favorite one in all these movies. I suppose it's because she doesn't really die. And, wow, there's some gnarly kills in these movies. I don't want her to die. And seeing her saved, being, sacrificing herself as well is, something I can get behind. Yeah. Well, look at it like this. What's his name in the first one? Say died so that Claire could live. Now her character is doing in the second one. I bet that somebody in the third one does it. Not that I've seen that movie, or the fourth or fifth. But there's a theme. If you want to beat death, you got to die. Somebody's got to save somebody else. Whether they live or not, get brought back or not, someone's got to sacrifice themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've always believed this, and I will always will. For every life that is taken, a new one is created.
Yep. Because if it were one way or the other, there would either be no life on the earth or too much.
Yeah. It's kind of a balance. I mean, if people were living when someone was born, it would get so overpopulated that we couldn't live on the earth no more. So you kind of have to balance it out with a death for a life.
Mm.
Kimberly's her name. Exactly. I would love to know if they got together and stayed together. I mean, they've got chemistry with each other, their characters.
Mm-hmm.
The cop and Kimberly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to think they did.
And unlike in the movies with this whole thing we're talking about, of course, after I finish this, I want to say something. Um, I believe that when it's your time, it's your time. There may come cases that are close, but you don't leave until it's time for you to. Unlike with these Final Destination movies, you
Yeah.
can't cheat your own death. So the real one is the one you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
With that said, life, it, art imitates life, and And with these movies, I think it's like, how far are you willing to go to live, and can you live with the fact that bad things can happen, like death coming after you?
Oh my God.
Yep. Boom.
That man just went boom. Yeah, I didn't remember that one at all, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Everybody says the best one is the third one, but since I haven't seen it, I don't know yet. But it definitely was something else, and
I think you'll like it.
yeah, there's so many ways, fun and unusual ways for you to die at a carnival. It's so many accidents that were fatal. The people at carnivals anyway, fairs and amusement parks. So
Hmm.
it should be a good one. Not to mention the fact that there's a ride in the beginning, because I was gonna watch it and then I felt tired, but last night. But there was a ride that was supposed to be the gates of hell, and this red devil, and he sounded just like Tony Todd.
Hmm.
Yep, it's the next one, and that's Friday.
Yeah.
So you had a good time with it.
Oh, I did. I did.
Do you think that it'll be years like it was this time when you watched this movie again?
Oh yeah, I think I'll like it about the same as I seen it this time. Yeah.
No,
It's
no,
definitely
no,
got
that ain't
rewatch.
what I mean. Are you going to revisit it in the near future, or are you going to wait a few years before seeing it again? What am I asking?
Oh, I'll probably watch it again here in about a month or so. I'll go through and watch them over again. Check them out.
Yeah, if you planning on going seeing the next one, I'm not, but if you planning on going and seeing Bloodlines, you could maybe watch all of them and then go to see it at the theater after you've watched all five.
Yeah, because from what I understand, they all tie in together in that one.
Oh yeah, and they say that the Bloodlines is going to explain the whole thing together and bring all of the links together why this all happened.
Hmm.
I still think I'm right about what I said.
Hmm.
I might be wrong, but I'll have to wait to see if they show me my predictions are right about the mortuary man is actually death.
Well, I think it's an interesting theory.
There's a few people that have the same theory. I mean, but he knows Kimberly's name. He knows when people come into his thing. He told the one guy that seen things, I'll be seeing you soon.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be deaf. I might be wrong about that, but there's something to do with him, and he knows more than he says, and he is a part of all of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He may not be deaf, but he's got some sort of vision to him.
Yeah, maybe he is showing. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he is the one showing the people, hey, here is what happens and everything, and you got to go out. But I'm never going to tell you that I'm the one doing this.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, they're coming out with a new one, Final Destination Bloodlines, and the director said that he will tell, everything will be explained in it, and hopefully that will be told. I mean, a lot of people want to know who is showing them what they are seeing.
Yeah, it would be interesting to get some sort of clarity on that.
Yeah, I mean, some things you don't want to know why they do it. I mean, like, there's Art the Clown, and I don't want to, I don't like the movies that he's in except for the first one and All Hallows Eve and All Hallows Eve 2, because they explain way too damn much.
Yeah.
He's a demon. They don't need to explain anything else.
Yeah, it's like when they explained Michael Myers. Michael Myers is not supposed to be explained.
I don't have a problem with that. I like Rob Zombie's movies.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I like Rob Zombie's movies. I like the way he went about it in a more, real world kind of way. He had a bad upbringing and everything like that. That was pretty good. But I also like the mystique of the original too, where you just
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm the same way. I mean, I've said this for years. Michael Myers was my it. He was my top tier person until they did Green's trilogy, and then I'm like, fuck this. And Freddy's my guy.
Yeah, that trilogy was terrible.
Oh, 4 is not 4. It's called The Final Destination. You have to put THE on it instead of just Final Destination. It don't have a 4 on it yet.
Right.
But it's the 4th one they made.
Well, it was good joining you though.
Good joining you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, everyone, please go join Derek over at Loves Movies and give him a sub. He don't have very many people, but maybe we can change that. And please join me Friday for Final Destination 3.
I'll be there.
And Remember, be the person you're meant to be, not the one that everybody expects you to be. Bye.
Right.